Welcome to another episode of Nutty Nerd TV. I'm your host, Greg Brown. For those of you that own a Macintosh computer, you may already know that you can install Windows on your Mac. If you haven't done so already, in this video, I'm going to step you through on how you can install Windows using a product called VMware. Now, there's various reasons why you may want to have Windows running on your Mac. One of them may be because you may want to consolidate your computers into one system that you work with on a daily basis, making it more convenient for you. Another reason could be that there are certain applications that you used before that only run on Windows and they're not compatible on the Mac. There's other reasons too, like file compatibility or just the sheer convenience of just working with one system. So whatever your reasons are, there's a lot of benefits to be able to run Windows on your Mac. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how we can install VMware and configure it to run Windows. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is take the VMware Fusion CD out of the box that you purchased from the store. If you downloaded VMware Fusion from VMware.com, then double click on that disk image and then you're going to see this little icon appear on your desktop. Just go ahead and double click on that, and then you're going to want to double click on the Install VMware Fusion software package. So go ahead and do that, and then you're going to see this little dialog here. Essentially is telling you that it's going to check to see if your Macintosh is compatible to run VMware. So go ahead and click continue again, and then click continue at the software license agreement, and then you're prompted to either agree or disagree. We're going to go ahead and agree, and then you're going to see the little window here to be able to put your serial number in. Now you can find your serial number in the software box that came from the store. There's a little certificate there, so you can just refer to that. If you purchased it from VMware's website and downloaded it, they sent you an email, and inside that email you'll find your serial number. So go ahead and put in your serial number, and then click continue, and then click install. And then you're going to be prompted to put in your password. Now this is your login password for your computer, so go ahead and put that in, and then click OK, and then it's going to go ahead and install. And then we're going to come back once it's finished installing. Okay, so when the software is completed installing, then you're going to see this little, to complete the installation of VMware, you must restart your computer. So it's not going to automatically restart your computer, but just go ahead and click OK, and then you're going to see that the installation was successful, so go ahead and hit close. So at this point right here, you're going to want to restart your computer. You can do that by going to the Apple and then restart right there. Okay, so go ahead and reboot your computer, and then once it comes back up, we're going to go ahead and launch VMware Fusion. Alright, now that your computer's been rebooted, go ahead and get your Windows CD that you want to install and put that into your computer, and then you'll see it appear on the desktop. So then the next thing you're going to do is scroll down to in your applications folder to the VMware Fusion application, and then go ahead and click on that, and then you'll see the main window kind of pop up here. Okay, so then what we want to do is go to File up here at the top, New, and then you'll see that this new Virtual Machine Assistant box kind of appears, and then it's going to detect the CD that you installed. In this case right here, we're installing Windows 7, and it's going to give you two options. Do you want to install this operating system, or do you want to install another operating system from a different location? Let's just go ahead and leave this selected, install this operating system, and then click continue. Now right here where it says Windows Easy Install, I typically uncheck this because I want to have a little more control over the installation. So I uncheck that and then click continue. We're not going to customize any settings, so go ahead and just click finish here. And then it's going to ask you where you want to save it. It's going to, by default, it's going to put it into your virtual machines folder. So go ahead and just give it a name. In this case, we're just going to leave it Windows 7, and then hit save. And then what's going to happen is this window is going to pop up, and this right here is the virtual machine. Well, you may get an error message, and that's totally fine. Just click OK, and then Windows is just going to install normally. So we're not going to get into the specifics of actually installing Windows. We're going to go ahead and let Windows install, and then once it's done installing, we'll come back and I'll show you what the next steps are going to be. Okay, so the last step in this process is to install the VMware drivers. These drivers are for like the network card, the display, the keyboard, mouse, things like that. Once you're booted up into Windows and logged in, go ahead and install the drivers. They're really easy to do. What you'll do is you'll go up to Virtual Machine here at the top and then select Install VMware Tools. And then you're going to go ahead and click Install. And then what's going to happen is that the installation wizard is going to pop up here in a minute. So go ahead and click on Run Setup.exe, and then you're going to select Yes, and then you're going to wait for the installation to come up. And then just go ahead and click Next, and then you have three options here. I select Typical. I normally don't have to go in and customize this installation. Just keep Typical selected and then click Next and then Install. Now this install takes a few minutes, so we'll come back once it's finished. Okay, now that you can see that the installation is completed, so what you can do is you can just close this little window here and then just click Finish, and then you're going to be prompted to reboot your computer. So you're going to go ahead and select Yes, and then it's going to go ahead and automatically reboot Windows, and that's pretty much it. I hope this information has been useful for you. Until next week, we'll see you again on Nutty Nerd TV.